Oh, what's going on, Ben? It's Al again, man, out of good old Detroit.
Hey, Al, what's
My
going on,
thing in
man?
terms of oh, not much. I've been listening to a lot of people talk, and I hear people why they voted for Donald Trump talk about it was financial reasons. My thing is, and you probably could paint this picture a little bit better. Last time I checked, a lot of these social programs that we did had started in the New Deal and the Great Society. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the stuff wasn't even really geared for minorities anyway. But
Mm.
all of a sudden, that minorities are starting benefiting from it. You got people got an attitude problem about it. What's your take on that?
There's some truth to this, right? Thanks for the call, man. There's some truth to this, and the reason there's some truth to this is because the New Deal in the first place, they made a lot of negotiations in the New Deals to keep African Americans out of the New Deal. But it's ironic that the wet dream of Republicans and conservatives for the longest time has been to get rid of the New Deal. And the New Deal has been beneficial to working class Americans, white Americans. I mean, it originally basically benefited them in its entirety, with a lot of exceptions, or exclusion, to the exclusion of African Americans. Um, but what's ironic is that for the last, I don't know what the New Deal. Let's place the New Deals in the 40s, right, or the late 30s. So for the last 80 years, Republicans have been fighting tooth and nail to undo the New Deal because they don't want anything that's remotely connected to socialism, connected to, in the American being implemented by the American government. And they have convinced their poor constituents that this is the way to go because this represents true freedom, right? It's the same type of psychopathy that Paul Ryan demonstrates when he says that this new deal, this new healthcare bill that is by design going to hurt millions of Americans is actually an act of mercy because it grants you freedom, right? It's the same type of doublespeak is really the more accurate term. It's the same type of doublespeak that has been embedded in conservative ideology for the last 80 years. And now we're at a point where there may be a crack. There may finally be a crack in that seal. And by that, you look at the popularity, right? The very quick uptick in popularity of the Affordable Care Act, which again is a conservative ideology, a conservative piece of legislation, but it is the crack in the seal is evident by the fact that people are now recognizing that what the Republicans want to do is actually going to hurt us. Why did it take so long? Why did it take us to get to the brink? Why did it take them electing a Republican administration, a House and Senate, and then giving them the power to actually hurt them? It's because the doublespeak has been very powerful over the last 30 years. I'm sorry, shit, over the last 80 years.